Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're playing Simic, and we're gonna make my own luck. So that's what this deck's trying to do is plot into one with the Multiverse. Basically, your what is that called? Omniscience at home, right? So it's not that good. You can cast one card a turn for free from your hand or the top of your library. So it's okay. It's not the best, but we can do that. But we also combo it with the Jace plotting onto Bramble Familiar. Remember we did that for Explorer? We can actually do that in Standard as well. Now, all of this does fit into a Simic shell very well, but the thing you have to remember is that the meta is very, very aggressive. So to combat that aggression, we're just gonna hope we get lucky. That's about it. There's really nothing else we can do against, Boros on the play or Mono Red on the play. On turn 3, they already have, 17 damage on our face. We don't have that much interaction. We got Fading Hope. If we draw well enough, they pump everything into one creature and we bounce it. That's the only way we might be able to get out of those kind of games. But we can. We have a way out. So that is something. So that's what this deck is trying to do. Now let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, we have 3 Fading Hope. And it is 3 because I wanted to add in the Jin taxes. Otherwise, it will be 4 Fading Hopes and no Jin, but I want to have more payoffs. And then we also have 2 Spell Pierce. Don't let the Spell Pierce fool you. It might look like a bad card against aggro, but it's not. You can stop a lot of crazy cards in aggressive decks like the pump spells. You can also stop those 3 mana Word Eater Call. You can stop that with 1. And you definitely need this against control decks because when you make your own luck and you want to play a plotted card, you got to go around their counter spells. That's what Spell Pierce is for. Spell Pierce is a very good card in this deck. And then in a 2-drop, fake 2-drop, we're going to move that out of the side here. The actual 2-drops we're going to have are 4 Armored Scrapgorger and 4 Bramble Familiar, just our mana dorks. Now, Armored Scrapgorger is a mana dork we don't mind running out. Bramble Familiar is something that we got to be a little bit careful. You don't want to run this out on turn 2 if you have a Jace in your hand, because what you want to do is play Jace turn 4 and then plot your Bramble. That is the good old combo, right? So don't run this out on turn 2 unless you're going against an opponent that they're mono white maybe, and they're not likely to kill your Bramble Familiar outside of combat. So you can bring it out, and on turn 3, when you have nothing else to do, you can block and then bounce Bramble to kind of mitigate some damage, right? That is a viable play, but that's going to be very, very rare. So these are our 8 2-drops. In the 3-drops, we're going to have 2 Ancient Cornucopia, 1 Bandit's Hall, 1 Honored Heirloom, and 1 Celestus. Now, I thought about adding in more Ancient Cornucopia and cutting one of these mana rocks, but I couldn't really justify any of these removal. So the Bandit's Hall is going to be really good in card draw later on in the game, and you'll see in one of our games that this is something that we needed to kind of get as deep as we can get. Right? Honored Heirloom is going to be very good against graveyard synergy decks because we can remove a card in their graveyard. If they're trying to reanimate something, it's gone. And then we also have the Celestus, which is always good for filter and ramp, filter, ramp, and loot. So yeah, the Celestus is a good card that I cannot justify cutting. But the closest, funny enough, the closest I can think about cutting is the Celestus if you want to run 3 Ancient Cornucopia, which is acceptable. I don't think you can cut the Bandit's Hall or the Honored Heirloom because these are very important cards. Now in the 4-drop, not an actual 4-drop, but for Jace, right? This is your turn 4 play. You want to play a Jace and plot one of these cards. And because we have so many, we should be able to get one. And if you can't, you can at least draw one, discard a card. And Jace is very good at soaking up damage against aggro because aggro players are always bad, right? There's no good aggro players on Standard. So aggro players are always going to attack your Jace instead of your face for whatever reason. And you know what? That's fine. Kill my Jace. I already plotted the card I want, and I will get the next turn to do what I want. At least I hope, right? That's the plan. Then we go into our 5-drop. We got 1 Invasion and 4 Make Your Own Luck. The Invasion is something that will be very useful, and I'll talk about later. But a lot of my decks, you see that if I have high mana value, I'm gonna run Invasion. This card just give us so much control of the game and choices of the game that because our sideboard, we're gonna decide what card we need at that moment, which is very strong, but also it's a card that requires you to understand what your deck is doing, right? Otherwise, you're not going to know what to pick. All right, and then in the actual cards that we want to cheat out rather than cast, we have one Jingataxis, which will stop a lot of artifact decks, creature decks, or instant sorcery control decks, and with creature decks we can just block, so it's really good. And then we have 2 Titan. I couldn't fit in more. A lot of decks will probably want to run 4 Titans, but I could not fit in more, so 2 Titan will have to do with 4, 1 with the Multiverse, and 2 Portal to Phyrexia. We don't have board wipes, so Portal to Phyrexia will have to be our pseudo board wipe. Now, you can justify cutting Portal Phyrexia for more Titan, and just hope that you can 1 with the Multiverse, cast Invasion, and then get one of the sideboard cards. That's something that I have done, but I still think Portal is pretty good, right? Especially, you can make your own luck into a Portal, your opponent would just quit. Now, something you got to remember, Bramble Familiar, you got to read the ability, right? Creature, enchantment, or land. Not artifacts. So it does not work with Portal. Don't get that twisted. You can bring back Titan. You can bring back 1 with the Multiverse. You can even bring back Jingataxis. But what you cannot bring back is Portal. So what you want is to use the fetch quest to bring back maybe Jingataxis. If you don't get 1 with the Multiverse, Jingataxis will also work. And then you get a double cast of Make Your Own Luck. That is something. And then we have the land base. Very basic lands. We have 4 island, 4 forests, 4 Botanical Sanctum, 4 Dreamroot Cascade, 2 Hedge Maze, 2 Restless Vinestock, 2 Field of Ruin, and 2 Myrics. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I actually forgot to put in the channel lands. So you can cut one of the 1 island and 1 forest for an Otawara and a Boseiju. I don't know why those are gone, but I guess I was playing around with the deck too much. So yeah, you can definitely do that. So of course, 24 lands in the deck. 24 lands in the deck because we have so many rocks. So many dorks, so many rocks, we're never getting short on lands. And you can see all the games, right? We're never short on mana. The problem is our opponent's usually too aggressive, and the deck always goes second. For some reason, we always go second. We don't go first, and if we do go first, this is a turn 4 play, which is our opponent's turn 3, and that means our Bramble turn 4 gets 1 with a Multiverse or Titan, and we just lock our opponent out that way. That's really strong. But going second, you're just gonna have to come and fight from the back foot every game. It's very hard. Now the sideboard. We got Turn the Earth, Witness the Future, Devious Cover-Up. These are for recycling the deck. Also, we have Soul Partition, Farewell, Brilliant Restoration to bring all things from our graveyard back. And we have a Titania's Command to exile the graveyard and gain life. Now, you might think, hey, this is a Simic deck. What's all these white cards doing in your sideboard? Don't forget, all these mana rocks, these are 1 mana of any color. This Armored Scrapgorger, this mana dork, is mana of any color. So all of these you can use to cast your Farewell. And then your opponent won't see it coming. They're going to go super wide to the board and say, hey, where's your Simic board wipe? Boom, Simic board wipe, Farewell. That's going to be fun. All right, so that's all I got for the deck. Now let's go into the games. Okay, our opponent's going to be the Yarrow. He is Yarrowing us. We get to go first. We get to make our own luck. Let's see if we can hit it. So, Botanical Sanctum first. Tiny Bones already. Alright, he gets killed our Bramble Familiar. And then play it. That's fun. That's what I want to see. Denick. Alright, I get to 4 mana this way. I'll take the 1. What does this do when I return? It's just return, nothing else. Alright, it's not Shigeki. Rafine. Bounce it. Pay it. Get back to your hand. I don't need another land, since I'm gonna make my own luck. Take it. Spell Pierce. Not very useful here, but I'm gonna make my own luck. Huh. Oh, we'll plot that. Alright, can we get a Behold the Multiverse? He's probably Rafine again. Can't target graveyard, which is funny. Numble right here. Happened to me already, but draws 2, discards 2, pump the Denick probably. Yeah. Oh man, if I get Behold the Multiverse, it will be GG. Discards lands. That's interesting. Well, is there any way I can fix the top of my deck? No. So I want to play the fetch quest. The no cards here, right? That's what I want to do. 7. There it is. Not behold. 1 with a multiverse. Now, Portal. Sack 3, please. Oh, what happened to your cards? G. I didn't get to say it fast enough. Okay, our opponent's gonna be a Gip. A Gip? A Gip? A GIP. I don't know, but we got 1 with the multiverse I don't want. 2 Bramble Familiar that I cannot play for some time. I need a green mana, right? So they're Teferi, so they're probably aggro. Can I afford this hand? It's got Bramble Familiar, which is really good. It's got Make Your Own Luck, which is really good. All I need is a green, right? You know what? I'm not going first, so let's see what happens. Oh, Zia Taurus Proving Ground and a Mountain. Her Migration. Alright, it's that deck. The deck that I was just playing. Good thing I brought a green source, or I would have been pretty sad. Leyline Binding? You're going to need a lot more Leyline Bindings in that deck. Yeah, let's do this. Honored Heirloom. You got more Leyline Bindings? Because if you don't, I'm going to make my own luck. Search for a land. Probably get an island, right? Yeah. Play your island for another Leyline Binding, maybe? There you go. Make my own luck. Wow, that's bad. Alright, I've plotted the Jace for next turn. The luck was not made this turn, or this game. Rafine's Tower. We got another Dreamroot Cascade, so we'll play this Jace. Exile.
Multiverse deserves.
Mr. Familiar. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I can definitely use something from the sideboard. A Farewell or a Devious Cover-Up. He's got 6 mana, right? Let's get something on the sideboard here for sure. And I think I want to get a... sideboard for sure. I'm not really quite sure what I want to get. Now, the Farewell is really good. Devious Cover-Up definitely counters pretty well. And I can only get 1 card, right? So maybe I just get a Devious Cover-Up. Witness the Future is also not bad, but let's force him to do something next turn. Right? So now that I have a Devious Cover-Up, he wants to do something. Are you sure about that? Alright! I didn't even have to do anything. That's your plot deck at work. Okay, our opponent's gonna be the Dry Butter. Ew. That sounds gross. I know it's probably something normal. Oh, look at his hand. Definitely not normal. Where's my Jace opening? I always have Jace opening hand. There it is. Alright, now we have Jace into Bramble. We can put away the card. We'll keep 6, I think. The Luck? The Heirloom. I want to play Heirloom turn 3, right? Maybe I put away the Field of Ruin. I'll draw a land for sure, and if I don't draw a land going to turn 3, I'll feel pretty bad. So yeah, I'll put away the Luck. I mean, I'm not going first, am I? They're going first? Yeah, they're going first. Alright, they have blue. Already hate it. Why did they get to have blue? Field of Ruin. Okay, no place. I can respect that. They have like a white something. What's that called again? March? They have something. They got blue-white. They want to play a spell or something? I don't know. Or just mana screw and quit. I mean, I face a lot of opponent does that. I also got mana screw and quit before. That is a white march. What's the exile? Oh, destroy Evo. Okay. Dreamroot Cascade allows me to do this. Plot my Bramble.
I've always.
That's 3 mana. Alright. Do I want to draw and discard first? I think I do, right? Okay, I can counter something with the spell Pierce. Fetch first. Let me fetch first. He probably wants to counter this with a... Not No More Lies. That's a dead. 3 steps ahead. Well, I've pierced your spells. Can I not hit a dead card? Sort of dead. Or, okay, you can just quit. Cowards. Doesn't want to see what I hit? Let me see what I actually hit. No. I hate cowards like that. What did I actually hit? I hit a Titan. It's not that scary. It's just a Titan. You coward. I can't even play to make your own luck this turn. So yeah, whatever. Alright, our opponent's gonna be Heartless 19. Well, I don't know what to say. He's Heartless and he's 19. Bandit's Hall. Maybe that's a card I should cut from the deck. We don't get to do much until late turns. They are a control deck. Flying Stock's okay against a control deck. Oh no, it's a Simulacrum deck. Caught him with a Spell Pierce. Huh. Bandit's Hall. Why didn't I play the Dreamroot Cascade? I don't know. But I did catch him with a Spell Pierce. Now I don't know what to do. I have Fading Hopes. That can trigger a crime. 3 steps ahead. Yeah, you draw those cards. Nothing I can do about that. If he turned the Restless Anchorage live, I'm gonna be so happy. But he doesn't, and I get another Spell Pierce. Deduce. Can't pierce a Deduce. He draws 2 cards from that. Good for him. 4 mana, draw 2. I can't really do much, right? I got a, was it Vinestock that I can attack with? It's a 5/5, but it's... Like, what do I do after that? That's the question. Urza. Save another play. Alright, he's in combat, I can bounce it. Now he can't actually play anything. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go to 7 with Titan. Can't go to 8 though. He has 1 white. What's the holdup? Alright, do I want a Scrapgorger? No. Kind of a dead card. If I draw a land, it's good. If I don't draw a land there, anything else I don't want. Well. I guess. Eat my own words, I have to. Play another land. Urza. It's got 2 mana. Now I wait to the end phase. Then I do this. Your whole plan with your Urza. I've done it too. Would you like that bounce? I should have put that on a stack. That way I could have drawn it and then do something else. Alright, I get to make my own luck. Play an island first. Draw 3 and plot. Maybe he has a no more lives, but I can pay for that. Right? I will pay for that again. Well. I guess I don't get to make my own luck. I just got to watch Urza. Alright, it's finally out. Can't stop the simulacrum either. But he is tapped out. So at least we have that going for us. Is there a way for me to kill Urza? I don't think. Oh, 2 to the top, you say? Well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can do this, so I will do this. What? Oh, right. You gotta name a color that you actually want to use. Hardcast. One with... Oh, hey. One with the Multiverse. Destroy target artifact. And then we'll put a shield counter. We'll get a Rhino. I'll put a shield counter. Destroy artifact. So he has a Sunfall, which will kill his Urza. Right? And if he wants to pay 4 for his Might Stone, Weak Stone, which doesn't do much, but draws him a card, I can use Spell Pierce. So I hard mode out one with the Multiverse, because I could not get the luck to work. Not that lucky. Is that hand? Once during your turn, you may cast a spell from your hand or on the top of your library. So not plotted cards, but of course plotted cards are already free. So yeah, he has the Sunfall. Now I can't stop that. There goes my one with the Multiverse. I'm no longer one with the Multiverse, I'm just alone. Alright. I don't really have much else, so let's Cornucopia first. I have a lot of lands. Yeah, I tried to make my own luck twice and I drew like 4 lands. Actually, 3 lands and 2 of which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, he already sees this. Might as well play it back out. Target player gains 5 life. I can target him. Put a shield counter. You know what? This is kind of funny, right? I can target him, and I'll get a... Yeah, you gain that 5 life. I'm committing crimes here. Destroy evil. Kills my Titan. Can I stop that somehow? I could, right? I could destroy it with the Spell Pierce, but then I'm left to whatever he wants to play. I'll do it anyways. This is a good tempo card on board. He seems to be having a hard time dealing with that. Don't want that. I need 3 mana. What am I doing? I did it wrong. Chamil. Alright, he gets to cast 1 card for free. Discover 5. That is not a good card to discover. Okie doke. I'm going to attack you for 8. Do you block? No blocksies. Now, the coup de grace. second one. Alright, now get a destroy target and shield counter. Destroy target. And shield counter on my Titan. Distribute out that little thing. I do want a Jace. Jace is not bad. Can't play it though, so just gonna let it go. Pretty scared of what he can do, but I got 2 Titans. Both 8/8s. So his Lord Urza will have to do something. I don't think he can do it this turn. For the actual Urza meld, I don't think he can do it this turn. But he can do it next turn, and I don't have enough damage. But if he taps out, right, the Restless Vinestock will be able to get him. Okay, so he's doing something with it. It is a -5/-5 if he plays it. I did use both my spell pierce, but I'm pretty happy that I did it the way I did it, because my draws have been horrendous. I don't have anything exiled. It's just been bad draws. What else you got? Ropes? Ropes fine too. There's my Stone Weak Stone. Okay, he's gonna draw 2 cards. And then the Celestus. I'll draw a card. Can I do it right now? I think I could, right? Or I can just attack him. 5/5. 1 creature becomes a 3/3. He has to block with Urza. Then he plays another Urza. Or I can Archivos. Destroy all artifacts. Maybe he'll go to 1. He blocks. He lets his Urza die. Okay, so he's at 5. Can I do anything against him at 5? I think I can. No, I need this to be white, right? So, invasion. Search your sideboard for Farewell. And we'll cast the Farewell for all artifacts. And why not all graveyard? Let's just hit it. I'm going to keep the creatures. There's all your rocks. I play another Vinestock? Go for it. It's 2 8/80s on board. And you have to Sunfall it. Probably has a Sunfall, but he has to Sunfall it. And if he Sunfalls, the Vinestock will get him. He's at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 3 steps ahead. Nah, draw 2. Go for it. He's trying to Sunfall, but the Vinestock will just get him. The Invasion of Archivos did his job. For once. Another Urza. I mean, GG. Just an attack will kill him. He wanted to meld. I got him. I got him. I knew what is happening. I play that deck too. Alright, our opponent is Osei-san. Is that like One-san? But he's Osei. There's Jace. Right on time. Alright, Botanic, Vinestock. We could first, so we definitely can try it out. Now I need a ramp on turn 2. If I can hit a ramp, that would be great. If I cannot, it's gonna hurt. Sort of a ramp, right? I'm not gonna cast it though. We have a Spell Pierce, so I guess we'll just Spell Pierce things. If a bat comes, we're just screwed. Bat's coming. Bat's always coming. Okay, not a bat. Vladimir. Good. This kind of hits everything. We got Ancient Cornucopia. I can use that on Spell Pierce or Fading Hope, depending on what he wants to do with his turn. I can definitely take the damage. It's not damage. If he plays a bat, I can bounce it back to his hand. So we got that going for us. Crime decks. Doing anything against Simic is a crime, because Simic is so weak right now. It's really just all the tricks. Alright, nothing? No place? Oh. I'll play Jace and I'll have 2 more mana up, right? So I can do both. I don't need the 3rd mana. So let's first do the Jace thing. We'll gain that 1 life. It's not like he has a counter spell. Plot the Bramble. Now maybe he has a counter spell or something. Or not counter spell. Maybe he has a Shearer's Edict. Let's drop this land. I don't need this right now. So next turn I can have all the untapped lands. Maybe I get to draw and make my own luck, which I doubt. Bitter Triumph. Alright, do I want to keep this Jace? It's definitely just going to attack into it, right? If I Spell Pierce it right now... I get to keep it for another turn. Maybe he has another Bitter Triumph. But against black, I'm not really sure what I'm Spell Piercing. Other than maybe a Gix command. He's just pumping his Vladimir. I don't have anything for the in the graveyard for him to cast. So I'm okay for now. I want to do that after my draw step, if I can. Field of Ruin? That's interesting. Won't really hit much, but I do want to cast Fading Hope after it. I don't think I get to, though. Right? Are they both attacking Jace? Yeah, they're both attacking Jace. Yeah, I want that card. Probably Field of Ruin me to get rid of that card. Didn't do it! That's a mistake. Fetch the West. Yeah, it's put, right? So I want to gain the 1 life for this turn. For whatever I can put. What can I put? Ooh, okay. Titan's pretty good. I think that's it, right? Just put a Titan. We'll get a Rhino and put a shield counter. Do that again. I got another one of these.
I'm always.
Now I can play the second Bramble Familiar, and I'm not gonna play the land because I can cycle this back and forth. What can he do? Black has very little exile ability, so this shield counter will definitely get him. But he's playing out. He's a trooper. Go for the throw. Alright. He wants me to sack, right? I'm pretty sure he wants me to sack. Oh, do I have any permanents he can cast? Nothing good. He can cast a Armored Scrapgorger. If he just attacks, I will block the Tiny Bolt. But I think he wants to do something else. Liliana.
A fight? And you think you can win?
I mean... guess I'll have to sack the Bramble. This is 2 creatures. I'm not sacking that. No attacks. Not sure if that's correct. Fetch quest time? Can I get something good this time? Okay, I don't get to try. GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all those games, how did you feel? Right? It feels like if you watch all those games, right, there was a lot of short games where once we cheat out the Bramble Familiar or make our own luck into one of these stronger hits, our opponent just quits. The arena is full of cowards now. They don't want to play any game out. If they look like they weren't in a strong winning side, they just quit right away, which is kind of like the old historic brawl issue, but nothing you can fix. That's human mentality. You got a lot of newer players and a lot of newer players that don't know how to play the game. They only want to win and they only play mono red. So that's the problem where Magic's has to Wizard, I should say, has to attract better players. That's one. But also the long game that you saw, you see that when we don't hit our combo, it's a little bit of a struggle, but it's not like we're out of the game, right? So the Spell Pierce, very useful. We Spell Pierce their impactful plays so that we can drag it out a little bit more. We Spell Pierce, I think, a counter spell so that we can actually make our own luck. And then when they have, it just so happened that that deck lined up with ours because they had a lot of artifacts, and our Titans just happened to hit on the exact artifacts that they needed for their deck to actually pop off. So their deck never did it. And then like I said, right, this thing that they never see coming. They think, hey, we got it all under control. There's a Simic. They don't have any mass removal. Boom, invasion of Archivals into farewell. We got rid of all their artifacts and they were screwed. So that is how this deck plays. It's a very fun deck, honestly. Even though it was a struggle sometimes against mono red, right? It's still a fun deck. I would recommend if you want to have fun with Magic. This is a fun deck, even in paper, right? This is a fun deck where when you win, it feels really, really satisfying. And when you lose, you're just like, whatever. I was playing a meme. Doesn't matter. I didn't even care. I didn't even want to win anyways. So that's how this deck plays. We make our own luck and we draw. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.